think about all the hype? I don't know if it's hype or not, but people talk about Spence all the time as being pound for pound.
He's been active,
what do you think?
right? He's been active. He had a terrific performance when he went overseas and beat Kell Brook. He has a very nice boxing style. It's very appealing to the spectator because as far as fans are concerned, boxing's a spectator sport, right? They're sitting and they just watching, you know, and he's very entertaining. He can close the show. He's hurt a lot of guys. But, you know, it's just not anything I can do right now. It's not on my to-do list today and tomorrow. I unified. I talked about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm going to get this belt. I'm going to get this belt. I'm going after all the belts, you know. So we're still in that process. But we had a little bit of a setback. But I'm the man. Like I said, it's not my fault that right before surgery, I got the best fight of my career. I unified 2 titles in the welterweight division, and everybody else is walking around with 1. You know what I mean? So that was my move, you know. And that's, you know, I wanted Danny, and I'm glad I got Danny because I would have been injured. I would have this layoff, and I would only have 1 belt, you know. So, and it would be a lot harder to try to go after Danny. Somebody else would get Danny first, you know. So it was a good move on my behalf, so I'm in a great position. It's like a chessboard. I'm in a great position. You want me to move, but I'm not going to move out of position. I might restack, relocate some things, but I'm not going to move out of position when I hold such a great position. You know what I mean? And then when it's time to strike, we're going to strike.
Do you have an opponent yet? Keith
No, still not. No, still too far out. 13 weeks. You know, like I've been telling a lot of my people back at home. You know, fights normally don't get announced in the way that they did. We normally won't announce a fight 100 days before. You know, but it was a part of a big Showtime announcement. You know, so a lot of people had opponents, and a few people didn't have opponents. You know, and mine was so far out. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna say this line, but you know, opponents are a little bit on a need-to-know basis. They don't need to know 100 days before the fight. They can know within a respectable time manner, not in a disrespectful time manner, not no 2-week notice or nothing like that, in a respectable time manner, and get ready for the fight. But to be honest, there's not even ears in my name right now because it's still so far out.
Have you returned your elbow yet?
Oh yeah.
How does it feel compared to how it was before the surgery?
You know, it feels a little, you know, the scar tissue and things like that, but the pain is gone. You know, loose bodies were in there, so every time I was snapping it out, it was just banging up and creating a whole bunch of unwanted inflammation. You know, so all that inflammation is gone. There's no more banging up. It's usable, and we're gonna have fun.
Keith, do you think that becoming the unified champion and getting married, has it made you more content, not quite have the same fire as when you wanted to win the title and were undefeated, or not at all?
I mean, I've been content a little bit more ever since I became champion in general, especially after a few title defenses, right? There's no more, you better not duck me, son, right? A lot of that went away because I'm the champion, and I know that if I fight anybody, I'm fighting as a champion, not as a challenger. It's just a different position, right? But shoot, man, 29 years old, I've been in the game 22 years, man. I'm just knowledgeable. I'm just not stressing. Well, why am I going to stress when there's nothing to stress about, you know? I got here for a reason. My skills are real, you know? And I'm going to keep defending these titles each and every time I step into the ring. So that's pretty much how I feel.
Does it still fire up your competitive side when you hear Spence or Porter, they feel like, you know, you won't fight them, and you hear the people? Does it fire up the competitive side, like, I'll prove them, I'll see?
I mean, I already know. It's my career. I already know most likely how it's going to go down. They don't know, and they typing and all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? But when the fights happen, the fights happen. When I step in the ring, I'm going to bring my A game, you know? And I said it before. I got an O. I'm not afraid to let it go. If you can beat me, you know? So nothing has changed, you know? But we're just, this year, for the most part, me, my team, and Al, is going to be a little bit of a strategic year, you know. Getting back, we're going to have the comeback fight. Then I'm hoping to do something a little bigger. I don't know what it's going to end up being. I don't know if it ends up Sean gets what he wants. They can hush their mouth. I don't know what's going to happen. If not, they're going to be a little extra salty. And they're going to end up running it a little bit more. But I don't mind, you know, because I'm in control of my career, and we're gonna make good moves, and we're gonna make exciting fights. So, you know, I don't think I'm gonna disappoint the fans, and that's where my confidence comes from. A little few fans might want this and that, but they always want what they can't have right away. As soon as they see one good fight, then another good fight, they're like, oh, these guys gotta fight, you know? So, you know, fans aren't matchmakers, they're spectators, you know what I mean? So they'll get the fight in a due time, not at this time.